was a day of the finals and a perfect showcase final for an event of this magnitude. Up for grabs was 2.5 million jackpot, and Hyderabad was ready to host the clash of the Caribbean flair versus Australian utility.
Favourites are certainly New South Wales Blues, but I won't be surprised if there is going to be a big surprise at the end of the day today.
I think turning up with sort of a feeling of not knowing what to expect and wondering about the concept of the whole Champions League. Now that we've seen it and we've gone through with many different sides, first of all, let's go to the final with Trinidad and Tobago. They've, I think, captured the imagination of everybody with the way that they play. They've calypso cricket, I suppose, is a phrase that will be used because it reminds everybody of the West Indies of old. Not so much because they're better players or anything like that. In fact, not anything to do with the talent of those from before, but just the enjoyment on the field. They seem to enjoy it a lot, and that's what cricket's about. It's about passion, it's about enjoyment. New South Wales in the final as well, clinical, I think that's how you describe them, methodical and clinical in the way that they execute. So good to see these two teams in the final, but there have been other teams as well, and other players that we've seen, the Cobras, Somerset with many overseas players, the IPL teams as well, you can't forget them. They've been entertaining despite not managing to get through to the semis. Yeah, it's been a good concept, a concept that I think will grow.
Darren Ganga won the toss and elected to field first, knowing his team's strength in chasing targets.
I think what we have is one of the biggest winners that the world's going to see. The format looks great. The cricket has been absolutely awesome, and that gives us a great belief that this tournament is going to catch every year as we move forward.
Dave Warner gave New South Wales a brisk start, but TNT bounced back, reducing New South Wales to 83 for 6.
Taken us 2.5 years to put this tournament together, and now today we are almost completing the tournament, and it's a huge success. It's helping us at home. It's going to lift the standard of all domestic competitions locally, wherever we come from. So we're really excited by the outcome.
The game had several subplots: the nervy collapse of both top orders, Ravi Rampal's canny seam bowling, Stephen Smith's sensible support act, and the threat posed by Kieron Pollard. But the one that had the biggest impact was Brett Lee's all-round contribution.
Well, we could never imagine two non-Indian teams playing in Hyderabad, nearly capacity full crowds out here and everybody enjoying it. Great game of cricket, brilliant cricketers, and that's what we like.
Well, right now I think New South Wales is looking a little on the stronger side, but I think if Bravo gives a good score, TNT has a good chance also. But let's see, you know, T20, right? That's the best part. Anything can happen in the last 5 overs.
And it was Lee who imposed himself on the game-breaking moments. He triggered a collapse for Trinidad and Tobago's campaign and pushed it towards a sad end. New South Wales were crowned champions, taking the game by 41 runs. New South Wales Blues were crowned champions of the first ever Champions League.
It's been non-stop work, to be honest, for about 18 months for a lot of us. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, literally, well not literally, but close to, for a core group, and to see it come to fruition, to see all that hard work pay off, where the rules have worked, the teams have worked, everything seems to have worked quite well, the games have been great, so the work's been worth it. You know?
Right, let's listen to them.
While the fighters from Australia can be proud of their achievement, the boys from Trinidad and Tobago can be proud of the fact that even though the trophy slipped away from them, they won a million hearts.
You know, maybe 3-4 years from now, this property or this league really becomes the centerpiece of the global phenomena, because the quality of the cricket that we've seen has just been outstanding. And you know, every time we've had feedback from the various teams who've played it, from the various boards, there is no doubt about the fact that everybody has said that this is truly the epitome of the competition. You know, the fact that IPL teams need to really step up, the fact that, you know, you had people like New South Wales, you had people like Cape Cobras coming out Trinidad and Tobago and showed people what kind of cricket they play. It's really been an process where everybody's been woken up. And I would expect that the competition is only going to grow. It's going to become very, very competitive. And you know, like everybody said, it's good to win your own league in the country, but then there's nothing better than making sure that you are the best among the best.
The next step for us is that we hope, and we've been talking to all these teams, is to take their current games when they're playing in the home season and find ways to get them on television in India, because at the end of the day, exposure is the best medium to build fan base. And we hope that the team, they're going to start following it, we're going to promote it and take it forward on that basis. And again, the Champions League is a tournament which is going to be a traveling tournament. It may be based in India for the first year or so and then come back to India in the future, but we would like to take it to other countries so people can appreciate it and build the fan base across the world.
Hola, hola. Hola, hola, hola.
Hola, hola, all new champions over here.